Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
And welcome back on a good Saturday morning. And it is a really good Saturday morning.
It is a good Saturday.
You know, everything. Here we're in the fourth weekend of February.
Wow.
February's almost gone.
Almost gone.
You know, March will be around the corner. You know, my wife's flower bed thinks it's spring already.
Oh, mine too.
You know, daffodils and forsythia and everything.
Your wife's flower bed. It's not y'all's?
No.
Oh, it's not.
I'll haul the dirt. She does the work.
Well, then, okay. You're a dirt hauler.
Yeah. You know.
Okay. This is one of my
I'm
favorite.
a pilot. I pilot here, pilot there.
Oh, I thought you meant P-I-L-O-T. I didn't know you flew. Okay, it's a different kind of pilot.
But it's been a fast, 90 minutes. Here we are in the last segment.
Thank you for coming down from Lexington, Tennessee, making that long drive.
I like the drive, yeah. I'll be liking
the back roads and everything.
Yeah, and it's starting to get a little daylight earlier and earlier.
Early. And daylight savings time is coming up.
In March.
Yeah, coming up March the 8th.
Yeah, here in a couple of weeks.
Right after our church wild game dinner on March the 7th.
But
now, so I want you to introduce. You've done it.
Okay.
This is a special time.
This is the last segment.
It is.
And it's
not the last segment overall.
No, not the last segment on today's show.
Okay. All right.
Traditionally, like you said, this is supposed to be the fifth Saturday show.
It is.
But on the fourth Saturday show.
Here we go again.
And we've got,
and I'm really
our
confused.
poet laureate,
he's
Mr. Covington, sitting over there. Has been sitting there for the past hour and 15 minutes.
He said a few words.
Yeah.
He has said a few words.
But
But he's ready to
And our pun master, my brother Darrell over here.
The pun master.
Yeah.
This is the other brother Darrell.
Yeah.
Other brother Darrell.
Yep. Hunter.
So is it time?
Education
is it
guru.
time for Charles Covington?
It is almost time for Charles, but I want to ask brother Darrell over here. You said something about a Hunter Ed class coming up?
Oh, yeah, we got one after I leave here, we're going to Shelby Forest on Willow Lake Drive.
Oh, okay.
Willow Lake
30
Drive.
kids going to shoot this morning. It was a online class.
Okay.
And it's time, I'm going to put a pitch in if turkey season's right around the corner.
It is. It's coming up.
I have a class before turkey season.
Okay,
and,
we'll do that.
You're
a pretty classy guy.
Thank you very much.
But
you talking about Safari Club International? They gave me a nice award one time.
Well, did you know the president lives here in Memphis?
I went to the meeting, and what happened, I had a couple of young men with Down syndrome, and they were smart. I mean, even though they're going to be kids all their life, but they were really good. It really made me feel good to pull them through the class. But they knew everything.
Well, they
did. They took them out west to do some kind of goat hunting. They were weird-looking goats. I guess it's...
okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
okay, you've done enough. Let's get on to the...
Okay. So without further ado,
he's wetting his lips over there.
He's wetting his lips.
Okay.
Clear your throat, Charlie.
He's got his own music. All right, and this is called. What is it called again?
It's called the Barnyard Game.
His mood music coming in.
Thank you for that introduction, Dave. Some years ago when Larry introduced me as his poet laureate, I misunderstood him. I thought he said lariat, and I thought, oh gosh, if I goof up, I'm going to get hog-tied and run out of here.
Well, that's what I did say earlier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, this is the way it goes.
All right.
It's about goats. The Billies and Nannies stood quietly in caucus after playing on top of the stumps and hay. A favorite game of all the goats to see which one would rule the day. For King on the Mountain was often played to renew their local pecking order, and not one goat would lag behind or on the way decide to loiter. There's just something about being on top, whether the woodpile, the hay, or stumps. If you're on top looking down on others, it lifts your spirits if down in the dumps. And when standing up high you look around, spotting juicy clumps of uneaten grass. You hope the others don't spot your find while wandering around like a dismissed class. But if push does come to outright shove, there is the butting of heads and horns, for being on top is taken quite seriously, whether in the suburb or on a country farm. Goats like to climb. It's a challenge to them, and especially their cousins, the mountain goats, who can stand on a slant for a very long time, And in the winter, wear nice warm coats.
All right.
There's Charlie Covington. It's called the
He's like-
Barnyard Game.
Game.
That went on in Vegas this week, didn't it?
That's another.
Viva
Thank you,
Vegas.
Charlie. And that will be posted on lroutdoors.com
Very soon.
very soon. We'll have that posted up there and have that on the show. Thank you, Charles Covington, for that. I always
We have
look
to call him
forward to that.
Esquire.
Esquire?
Charles Covington Esquire.
No, we're not. We're just Charlie.
Oh, okay,
Just
just
Charlie.
Charlie. Hey,
He's Char-
Charlie.
He's Charlie.
That's better.
That's all he wants to be is Charlie. Okay, before we get into more important things, but how about a couple of words of wisdom from Joseph Gene Smith?
Well, I'll tell you a true story.
True story.
During the Civil War,
How do you know a true story in the Civil War?
I
You don't
read
go
it.
back that
You
far.
around?
I read it. I read it.
You ran into him.
They
Okay.
had these goats that were fainting goats.
Fainting goats in the Civil War.
And when the troops come through shooting and firing and everything, the goats would all hear a noise. They'd fall on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, the farmer would go to the captain or lieutenant and want his money for killing all these goats. Well, once they moved on, the goats all popped up. When the second troop come through, he made money again on the second group of goats.
So
That was a true story.
that was a true story.
Yeah.
Goats making money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Fainting
heard of
goats.
fainting
Fa-
goats.
fainting
Some of
goats,
them do.
okay.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
You can.
I used to have an uncle that raised goats. He had some of the nervous goats, the fainting goats.
The goat.
Yeah.
The Goat International, the festival at Millington. They always had fainting goats out there.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat. Okay, are you now? Can we get back
know,
to
goat.
the real puns here? You have
Well, you know my neighbor, he,
Yeah,
has,
I know.
he has a drinking problem.
that old guy's the same
I'm
drinking
telling you, I have
problem.
more trouble with
Golly,
him.
what are we going to do with him?
I don't know. He called me the other night. He
Yep.
said, "Come and pick me up. I'm not able to drive."
Oh no!
I
Again?
said, "Well, where are you?" He said, "I'm downtown Memphis." I said, "Well, what street are you on?" He said, "I have no idea."
Oh me!
I said, "Well, look on the corner of the signs." He said, "Oh yeah, I'm on the corner of Walk and Don't Walk."
Well, that's that same guy again,
It
right?
is, it is.
Yeah. What are you going to do with him?
I have no idea.
Okay, we're rolling. You got any more?
Well, the time we were barbecuing one time, he come over drinking.
That same guy again?
Yeah, he was a pain in the neighbor.
Okay, a neighborly act.
And my
okay.
daddy had one of these rotisserie barbecue grills,
Uh-oh,
and
your
it kept
daddy.
squeaking and squeaking and everything. They
Yep.
come over here drunk. He said, "Hey, that organ sounds terrible, and besides that, your monkey's on fire."
See, folks, what you miss on Fifth
Yep.
Saturday. I mean, this is Gene Smith, the man of puns. He invented the pun. Is there any more? I mean,
Oh no! What no? Joke I used to ask the kids, "What goes around a button?"
what goes around a button?
A goat.
A goat.
Usually they think a buttonhole, but it's
Oh.
a goat. Ta-da!
A little delayed reaction there.
Can we think on that for a minute
Yeah,
now?
okay.
You know?
No, I'm hurting my head thinking.
You're hurting your head
Yeah, I
thinking?
did. You know, I didn't mind school. You know, I told you about that. The third grade was the best 3 years of my life.
You like the teacher,
But
didn't you?
arithmetic has so many problems.
Arithmetic, all right?
It had too many
Arithmetic.
many
Yeah, it had
problems.
too many problems.
It had too many problems.
Yeah.
Arithmetic did. Okay, how'd you say? Well, I get it now. Okay, that was a problem solver.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
mind the school as a principal of the thing.
It was the principal of the thing. How about that photographer that you know?
Oh, yeah, I used to date a photographer, but nothing ever developed.
I always want to get that one in there. That's one of my
That's
favorites.
one of your favorites there.
Yeah, we only do this once every 2 months.
I'll tell you another true story.
Oh, here it comes. Now what we got? Now Shelby's in here now. So
Okay.
she
We-
can cut you off now. We
All
got a
right.
10-second rule.
Vicky and I went to the same high school. Matter of fact, we met in junior high school.
What high school was that?
Humes High School.
It's Hume Hill.
We were going down the hall. She was coming my way, and I was going her way. So when we met each other, we kissed.
Oh, you did.
And
in
I
the
went on to
hall.
my class, and she went on to her class, and the principal took me to the office.
Oh, you did.
And he asked me a serious question. He said, "What do you think's more important, that girl or high school?" And you
And?
could imagine what I told him.
Yeah, and that's why you were there so long.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what a thing to ask a teenage boy about his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Is
So
she
you,
more
so
important
you
than
went to
school?
Humes.
Yes,
okay?
Humes High School.
Okay, now you went to what high school did you go to?
West
Fraser?
Side.
I went to West Side.
You went to West Side.
Yeah.
So you were a Wildcat.
Mhm.
Okay. All
And
right.
Humes High Tiger.
You were a Tiger,
And I
Sure.
went to Little Rock Central High School.
and Charlie went to Little Rock Central, and they were the Tigers.
Tigers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Little Rock Central High School is now a state national park. If you go over there to Central High, it's a national park. It is. Yeah, they have a
And
person
when my
there.
parents went there, it was just called Little Rock High. That was when Coach Quigley was there.
Coach Quigley.
And
I
later
have
on
a book signed by
the
him.
stadium
Do
was
you know I
named
have
after
a
him.
book signed by him?
Do you?
Written in 1914.
That was a little bit before my time, Larry.
Well, it doesn't mention you at all in there.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
It's all about football. And it's signed by
okay.
Earl Quigley. Yeah, the name's on it. Okay, is that it?
I guess
Can we move
so.
on?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
If another one comes back to you, will you think about it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me tell you about next week's show real quickly here. No puns intended. Mark Menendez, Bill Lowen, Matt Airy, John Cruz, Keith Combs, all going to be on next week's show as we talk about the Bassmaster Classic. And we're also going to throw in Cody Huff. Cody was supposed to be on today's show. I messed up. Cody Huff of Bethel University, who has qualified, get this, from Bethel University to the Bassmaster Classic. And so we'll have that. And, of course, Samantha Guy will be on. We'll have all the stuff going on about the Classic. And Ron Wong will be here, and Mark Copley of Strike King. And don't forget, the Pick the Winner contest is now. It's real simple. All you got to do is go to lroutdoors.com, click on the entry list, look through all those 53 names, pick out the angler you think will win, and then how many pounds of fish will he catch over that period, 6th through the 8th of March on Lake Guntersville. And then email it to lroutdoors@att.net, and you might have a chance to win the Lose Strike King gift pack. And believe me, if Wong is putting together a gift pack, no one knows how to put together a gift pack better than Wong and Mark Copley. So that will be on next week's show. We're already setting it up for the first Saturday in March. Dave will be down in camping out, but he will be on with us. And I've got to tell you, Brady Ellison will be on that show, the #1 archer in the world. He just broke 900 targets in Vegas. He loves to be on this show. So we're going to have him on that show on March the 7th, and Dave long distance, first Saturday. And so we're looking forward to that. You will be able to do that, right?
Oh, yes.
You'll be able to get the antenna up high in the air. And
I'll climb a tree like you used to have to at the duck blind drawings.
I can remember that. You'd get way up there, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Then the wind would come, and you'd just start blowing back and forth.
It was rocking back.
Rocking back. Shelby McCall, thank you for taking care of us. I think it's time for me to leave, okay? So, Charlie, thank you.
Thank you.
No closing words.
Oh yeah. Well, we talking about school,
Oh, here we go again. Oh, come on. Okay, we're talking about
the
school.
first grade was so confusing. One day she told me 3 and 2 is 5. Next day she says 4 and 1. I said, I wish you wouldn't confuse me this way. Bump.
He made his own noise. Dave Gabbert, thank you. Hope your wife is having a great time in Lima, in Peru, on that mission trip.
Yeah.
Tell you thank you from all of us to her.
Oh, yes.
For the service she's doing to those people down in Peru. That's pretty
I think
amazing.
The worst part
is all those lima beans. She's
it's lima beans.
Lima beans.
Down
I'm sorry, in Peru.
But, is getting rid all the shots.
All the shots.
All the shots.
She took a lot of shots.
Yeah, you always take a lot of shots.
I don't want to think about that. Shelby, thank you. This is Larry Ray reminding you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And who said that, Charlie?
Benny Craig.
Benny Craig,
Bread man.
the bread man out of Little Rock, Arkansas. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.